You do that again to me.
Do what to you?
Oh, I don't know.
Well,
We should have a on-air big red light or something that lets me know.
we're on a budget, remember?
Yeah, that's true.
Hi, everyone. This is Jeff.
And Phil.
This is the 8-Bit Podcast from Creative Arcade. Sorry we've been gone for a little bit, a little hiatus, but we had a lot of things the last couple weeks.
Yeah, we had our Bloody Mary bar. I think we alluded to in the last podcast, which again, our office overlooks Grandma's Marathon, so had a Bloody Mary bar for some clients and friends and family, and we all watched people exercise for many hours.
Yeah, I did a lot of curls that day.
Yep, 16-ounce curls with some fruit and veggies, and
yeah. What else did we have? We had everything.
I'm not gonna lie, we had a pretty nice spread this year.
That was really good.
Had a lot of accoutrement.
What?
I don't know.
Accoutrement?
I think I saw that in a movie.
Is that one of the Pokemon?
Yeah, I think so.
That's the big, dragon guy?
Yeah. Are they all dragon guys?
I don't know.
Yeah. Yes. So...
Well, just to piggyback on that, I remember we went to the grocery store.
Mm-hmm.
We spent $160, I think. Remember we had a little bet how much it was going to cost, and it was mostly spices and
that was just the spices and maybe a couple of the artichokes and mushrooms and stuff.
I think we're set for at least on the spice stuff for a while.
Yeah, and then there's a few liquor store runs and other grocery stores, and
it was a good time. Everyone got to take home a little mason jar. We decided to name it this year.
Yep.
So.
It's now called the Belly Up Bloody Bar.
Yeah. People seem to like that. It was kind of cool.
Yeah. Anyway, so what else been going on?
Well, and then we had the Park Point Art Fair.
Yeah, you should explain that.
Right. So if you ever or haven't heard of the Duluth Crate Company, it's basically a line of illustrations that I personally kind of started, and then when Phil and I got together with Creative Arcade, we brought it under its wing to hopefully try and grow it, which we're still working on. But the Park Point Art Fair is just down probably 2 miles from here, something like that.
A little bit farther, but yeah.
Yeah, Park Point is a strip of land just on the other side of the aerial lift bridge here in Duluth from the Canal Park area. There's lots of homes on either side. It's a single 2-lane road that goes to the end and basically separates the harbor and the bay as you come into port here in Duluth, and it's really cool. And at the end, this is the 47th year or 40, I don't know.
Yeah.
Older than me, that's all I know, of holding this. But anyway, so we've been part of it for the last bunch of years, and so we did that. It was a Saturday, Sunday, and there's 120 plus vendors, different types of artists down there. It's a juried show, and which is cool because just all kinds of different types of art out there, and from fine art to, and what was our neighbor? She had cut paper.
Yeah, had a lot of cut paper and made them into these collages, and
yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was neat. I think the highlight of this is my first show our first time at the Park Point Art Fair as an exhibitor, I guess, or vendor, whatever that it's called. And I think my highlight was watching a bald eagle pick a seagull out of midair and then take it off.
That was pretty cool.
And just all the interaction with the fairgoers was a lot of fun. There's a lot of people that were great customers, I guess, and then there was a lot of window shoppers and everything in between, and a lot of good people watching.
Yeah, a lot of people go through there. I know Saturday was a little scary because we had a big giant storm come through, and I know Phil, you had to leave early that day a little bit, but for a wedding. But usually on Saturday night they have a artist reception where they have great food and you get some beer and wine and stuff, and so it already was one of those days we were watching the radar all day because we knew it was coming at some point. We weren't just positive when, and of course when we closed up shop that day, it wasn't looking real good. No. And I thought, well, I'm still gonna go get in line and see what happens. And I just was going to grab a plate, and it did not look very fun out. So I decided to hightail it out of there. And driving home, there was a couple trees down already. It got pretty windy. I know a couple artists lost their tents and some of their artwork, which was unfortunate.
Well, and all day Sunday was just
Wind.
Lots of wind.
It was bad.
We spent probably half our time, one of us holding down our pop-up tent.
Yeah.
And grabbing stuff flying off the shelves. But whatever, it was a good experience.
It was fun.
I've never been on that side of
Right.
it before, so it was fun. And
it's a nice community of artists. There's a lot of the same vendors every year, and everyone kind of knows each other and come from different areas of the upper Midwest to exhibit there. So it's a fun show. But anyways, so that's the last couple of weeks there, basically.
well, yeah, now we're just on the heels of 4th of July. It was, a couple days ago, and I think we had some great weather for the weekend, and a lot of lake time for my family. Went and watched the fireworks in Duluth, and it was a good time.
Yeah, we were with some friends too up at their cabin and stuff all weekend, and camped up there and watched them blow up stuff, which was kind of funny. So,
well, I know how exciting it must be to listen about our last couple weeks and what we've done. But one of the things we definitely wanted to talk about is our new music intro and outro, which we're really excited about. We hired Brock Parks and Casey Anderson, and those two formed the group Gerald. And we asked them, kind of gave them a little bit of our background and had them listen to our first couple podcasts and just told them what we're about and what we were kind of looking for. And so they put that together for us, and I think it's awesome.
it's really good.
We'll, if you haven't heard their stuff before, we'll have a link on our podcast page to some of their other music. But I don't know, it's just the stuff they're doing to me seems very innovative and exciting. So we'll definitely be contacting them more often. I think we originally, our first couple podcasts, we bought some stock music, which was great, served the purpose, and did a great job. But we knew in the background, we always kind of knew that this is what we wanted. We wanted some custom music that just kind of fit us a little bit better. And
yeah, it's funny. It's like when you sent the example last night. As soon as I hit play on it, I was just started laughing because I'm like, oh wow, this sounds a lot. I don't know, it just had a feeling like it felt like us.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was like I didn't even know what we would change or whatever. It was pretty cool. I
don't have a musical bone in my body, so it shocks me, and it doesn't shock me, but it impresses me all the time when artists can pull something off, and especially when you're doing something custom for somebody that you could make a song that means something to you, but to make something for somebody else, I think is always impressive to me. And
right. Well, I mean, we have to do it too at times. We got to be able to. So it's a lot of the same thing, just a different kind of vehicle for it.
Very true.
Yeah.
True.
So, yeah, it's an amazing thing, and no, I was just I just immediately started laughing.
Yeah.
I LOL'd.
Yeah. Did you? What I like about it is now we have a known, trusted partner here that we can go to for clients, and when we're doing videos for them or TV commercials or radio spots or
right.
Anything in between. Now we know we can trust somebody to say, hey, this is what we're looking for. What can you come up with?
Right.
And feel pretty confident that they can pull it off. So
yeah, and I mean, not to get deep on this, but like as far as part of a brand, everyone always thinks of the things like colors and fonts and logos and things like that, but you even think about music. Mm-hmm. A custom piece of music can definitely basically sell a brand. It's a brand element, and there's a lot of times there's things like Target and those types of things. Sometimes you only see a specific way something's shot or a way it's the music's composed that you can go, oh, that's a Target or that's a so-and-so ad before you even see a logo.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's something you don't always think about. But yeah, custom music can really heighten the overall awareness of a brand. So
and one of the ways we can do that too is we can fully edit a video and then send that to them, and then they could
score it
around around what we send them. So Yeah, I think that's pretty exciting, and we're always excited about new vendors and well, I shouldn't say vendors. I would say
Right.
just new
Collaborators.
new collaborators, and new relationships that we're building as we go, and that's just another one that we have, I guess now.
Yeah, it's exciting. I mean, it kind of, now that, like you said, now that we found someone that we know and we've heard their stuff before. Now they've done it for us. I mean, it feels really cool. Really good about what does that mean going forward for some of our clients and stuff too. Yeah, and elevating their brands.
Yeah,
so that's really cool.
They're located in the Twin Cities, but I'm hoping at some point we can get them to come up here to the studio or the studio. I guess this is our studio.
This is our
studio.
What are you talking about?
We're not just sitting at our desk right now and talking into a microphone. But get them up here and podcast with them, or if we make our way down there, maybe we can find somewhere to sit with them and just. I want to hear some more of the creative process on their end. And, like you said, it's kind of is similar to what we do, but with just a different medium.
Yep.
So
yeah, it's really cool. Really cool. So,
well,
that was cool.
That was a good one, huh?
That's fun.
That was a top 3 podcast, I would say.
Yeah, we more or less.
Time.
Yeah, well, no, we just wanted to kind of put something out because we haven't done it in a couple weeks. So we've just been busy doing our thing, and so hopefully you weren't waiting with what's the term, bated breath? Is that what they say?
Yeah, I think so.
Waiting on our next move, but so that's episode 3. But we're gonna get another one out really soon. We have some other things coming up in our pipeline, and things and some thoughts we've got with some other things that we want to share with you. So till next time, just keep watching, and it'll come very soon.
They're watching the podcast.
We should do a video on it.
We should.
That'd be kind of cool.
That'd be cool.
That's kind of the next evolution.
Right. I might drop a few lbs before we go on camera.
That'd be good.
Well, see you later.
All right, bye.